He was a lovely man, very nice, easy to talk to. It was a little bit of a dream come true for me because I've always enjoyed his work. Of course, I liked Hrithik in it. He looked hot, so that was fun to watch. I don't know where people get that idea from. I mean, I've I've met him. I've met Hrithik. Nobody says anything about me and Hrithik, so I don't know. Like, he has some ideas. I have some ideas because obviously there's a desire for me to work with them. It just has to be on something that makes sense, something that Salman,
Hi, Samantha. Welcome on Bollywood Hungama.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So, tell me, how does it feel? You've been here for a few days, and already your pictures and videos with Salman Khan and Hrithik Roshan, they are doing the rounds in the entire country.
I saw that.
So
Yes, it's been fun. It's been quite fun meeting all these celebrities and your stars and some of my favorite Bollywood actors.
all right. So let's start with Hrithik because those are the pictures that came out first. How was the
Okay.
experience of meeting someone like Hrithik Roshan? He's having his birthday coming up. He's generally reclusive. And those pictures they have gone viral completely.
Yeah, that was surprising for me. Some people thought we were in Hawaii, which is where I'm from, but actually we were here in Mumbai when we met, and he was a lovely man, very nice, easy to talk to. It was a little bit of a dream come true for me because I've always enjoyed his work, and I've always wondered what it was like to meet him. So that was a really nice experience for me. So yeah, it was nice. We chatted, we talked about movies, we talked about life. It was nice. Really nice guy.
And apparently you like Jodha Akbar.
I do. I like Jodha Akbar. I like Mohendo Jaro. Did I say that right?
Mohenjo-daro.
Yeah, that one.
So
I
did you
love
tell
that
him that
movie.
you tell him that you liked Mohenjo-daro?
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
did.
Because
I
that
told
film did not do that well, so I'm not too sure how he must have
Yeah.
reacted to that.
I never judge how much I like a movie by how well it did. So
Hmm.
I like movies that didn't do well often. It's just personal taste for me. I sometimes blockbuster movies I don't like, which is weird. So I like the fact that it was loosely based on a historical event, and I like the fact that it was a little bit, I don't know, like a little bit cartoonish and like an easy to understand bit of history. And of course, I liked Hrithik in it. He looked hot, so that was fun to watch. he,
Okay,
you
and
know,
and so Jodha Akbar is based on one of the finest, biggest emperors of India, Akbar. Did you find the mounting of the film grand?
I did. Jodha Akbar is quite a big movie, and I loved the fight scenes and all that with the sword play, and I thought that was fantastic. Um, I thought it was a wonderful movie, a wonderful piece. So I don't know. I've seen that a couple times, but it was a while back, and I saw Mohenjo-daro more recently. So I don't know. And then the more recently, I saw some of like Krish and Doom and all these other movies, and then Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Did I say that right?
You said that
ZNFC.
perfectly. And I believe you also have a similar spirit as the spirit displayed by Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. You like to jump from the planes. You like to go for hiking and also
Yes,
for adventure sports.
yes. I guess you did your homework on me. I do. I'm a bit of an adventurous spirit, a courageous girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like doing bungee jumping out of airplanes. I've done that a couple times. I love it. And I love scuba diving. I love all the adventurous things life has to offer.
All right. And now, when it comes to Jodha Akbar, for example, the
Mm.
chemistry between Hrithik and Aishwarya is something that I believe you liked. it must be different romance from what you must have seen in Hollywood so far.
Yeah, it's very different, because I think the romance in that movie is a little bit more about love and soul connection. And I mean, I don't even know how to describe the difference between what I see in Hindi movies versus Hollywood movies, because in some ways it's a very strong difference, and in some ways it's a very subtle difference, because love is love, and it's love in every culture, every language. We know what love is, but there's a certain sentiment and a certain longing and a certain I don't know, sort of romanticism and a bit of poetry that comes through with the films that I've seen from, from Bollywood. So and it's not the kind of romance where it's like all hypersexualized, where Hollywood oftentimes is highly sexualized, and lots of kissing, and you see a lot of skin, and it's just different. It's more about the souls and their connection rather than just their sexual attraction. But obviously they're very hot. I mean, you can tell. You can't put Hrithik and Aishwarya in a movie and say that there wouldn't be two sexually attractive people playing opposite each other.
Okay, and the music is in Jodh Akbar is by A.R. Rahman, who has won the Oscars for Slumdog Millionaire.
Fantastic. It's nice to know that you have some Indian talent that has been winning Oscars.
No, it has.
Yeah, many, I'm sure, but that's nice to hear.
All right, now coming on to Salman Khan. So I just was doing a search on you on YouTube, and it came Samantha Lockwood and Salman Khan. And then I saw all these videos, and suddenly you're being called this new girlfriend of Salman Khan. So how do you look at these link-ups?
I think people talk a lot. I think people have can say a lot about nothing. So yeah, I met Salman, and he's a very nice guy. I mean, that's all there is to say about that. So I don't know where people get that idea from. I mean, I've met him, I've met Hrithik. Nobody says anything about me and Hrithik. So I don't know. Like, I don't know where this news comes from, but obviously it gets spun out of proportion into something that
I'm sure these are early days for you in Bollywood. So it must be a learning experience.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience. Lovely to meet these guys. And I feel very, in some way, like, I want to say like protected by that. I feel very comfortable here. I feel very welcomed, because I feel welcomed by some people that are respected heavyweights in your business. And that feels really good to me. So it's been a pleasure to be here, and I hope to come back and to work here. And, I don't know how or when, but it would be nice to do that. It would be nice to actually work with them.
All right. And so you went to Salman's birthday party, I believe, and you like Sultan. Sultan is your favorite film of Salman Khan.
That's true. Yeah, it's actually currently my favorite movie from Bollywood at the moment.
Bollywood. How was the experience of being at the birthday party of Salman with so many celebrities from the Indian movie industry?
Well, for me, everybody was just another person, because I don't know anybody from anybody truly. I just knew Salman. I'd met him a couple times before that. So really, he to me was the only celebrity that I knew. And then I started meeting some of the other people, and came to learn that they were actors or actresses, or they were directors, or they were producers, and so on and so forth. So for me, it was just a party with lovely people. And then I came to learn who everybody was by being at the party. It was a lovely experience. Everybody just super nice and had nice conversation, and very elegant evening. Everybody was nicely dressed and happy to be there. So it was a great experience.
Right. And so what has Salman Khan told you? Because, you know, he's known to be a mentor to several people from within the industry. Several people when they were starting off in their Bollywood journey,
Uh,
Salman has helped them. He's extremely
well,
gracious
yeah.
with new talent, especially.
Well, we've had some conversations about direction that I could potentially go here, and we both agree that it just has to be something that um, fits and makes sense. You know, I've always loved Bollywood. I've watched Hindi films for years since I was a kid, and so I've always had this desire to at least come here, meet people, and you know, meet some of my favorite stars. And if it works out to work, then it would be great to work here. But it has to be something that makes sense, you know, because I've already worked in Hollywood. You know, I, I don't know how much time I can devote to learning another language at this time and living here, because I have work going on back home as well. So I have to get back there and take care of my, you know, my agent, my manager, my relationships back home as well. So he has some ideas. I have some ideas, because obviously there's a desire for me to work with them. It just has to be on something that makes sense. So I can't share too much about what those ideas are, but we have definitely shared ideas about what that would look like.
All right. So you mean to say that you're already discussing projects out there?
We are discussing direction, and he has in his mind already something. So I don't know what it is yet, but he said he wants to talk to me about it. And I think he just has an idea of of a direction he wants me to go.
Okay.
Which, like I said, we've discussed, and we've already had this conversation once or twice, but we're just letting it sort of evolve naturally. And you know, I've also met several other people in town now, and there's potential for me to work on their projects as well. So it's not just something that Salman, you know, it's not all on him, put it that way. It's There's other people involved that I might be working with as well at this point.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
What about music videos? Would you like to do music videos?
Um, you know, I would have to really wrap my head around a song and figure out how that would look, because like I said, I'm an English speaking actor, and so I'd have to learn how to like lip sync in Hindi, I suppose, to do that, and that would be um fun, but I haven't said no to the idea, put it that way. I'm open. I'm definitely open. I just um yeah, I'm I'm open to the idea. I guess I would have to find a song that I really wanted to do or to perform, but I never say never.
You know, there have been several artists who have come from abroad and they've done really well. I'll just give you
Oh,
one example. There is this actress called Amy Jackson. She's from UK,
oh, okay.
and she's this. She has done Bollywood films, but at the same time, she has done some really big films in the
Mm.
Tamil industry
Oh,
down
okay.
down South India. So there have been examples. So it's not really Hindi; it is Tamil that she's industry that she's part of. So there have been examples in the past. So I'm sure that where there's a will, there's a way, and
Yeah, well,
they can
there
do
always is.
stuff
There
with it.
always is.
Yeah,
You
right.
never know. I mean, I would really just like to work with other people on their projects. You know, like I've done music videos before. Like I was in a top 3 music video in America for Nashville. It was a music video called Goodbyes Made You Mine by JT Hodges. And I did acting in that. You know, I didn't have to do any dancing, and I didn't do any lip syncing. But, you know, I'm open. Like I'm a professionally trained actor. That's what I know how to do. But I haven't learned how to professionally lip sync. Not that that's a hard thing to do. I'm sure it's just like doing voiceover. So yeah, I'm open. I'm open to ideas.
What about web shows? Because OTT is the new wave right now.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of the direction we were discussing, and the direction I think I could fit in the most is web TV, you know, web shows, TV shows, things for Netflix, things for potentially like Amazon Prime, and you know, things like that. potentially a couple movies, possibly, but more direct to TV, OTT, that kind of thing.